Happy birthday, America, everybody! It's July 4th. Welcome back. I'm Mr. Panda with Manly Battleships, and I have a special treat for you today. I went on to Steam, seeking the most patriotic game possible in order to do a special 4th of July playthrough. And I searched America. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? You would think that that would populate with all the types of things that you want to find for just such a playthrough. And then I looked for the cheapest options on the menu. And among them, the ones that weren't quite the format that I was looking for, was one game that I just was too intrigued by. It's not really American, except in the sense that I guess in some ways some people might think of Australians as American. They in no way think that at all, no. But finding it in that search pool was just so surreal that I absolutely had to buy this 50-cent game from Steam called Dear Man. This has apparently been around for a little while, and my random happenstance is your gain. At least, we'll hope so. So let's launch into Dear Man. I am a morning person. Even though I was visiting my parents, I already had planned to go out for a run in the nearby woods. I like to run. It snowed last night, and we don't get snow in Australia. I was totally up for it. Oh, you know what? Gotta get the right accent for this. I am a morning person. Even though I was visiting my parents, I had already planned to go out for a run in the nearby woods. I like to run. It snowed last night, and we don't get snow in Australia. I was totally up for it. This is the worst accent attempt I have ever done in my life. Press X. Righto.
It was a cold Sunday, -5 degrees. I was out for a quick run.
We'll let him carry it from here. Okay.
Which way you want to take?
Is there a trick to this? I guess we'll follow the arrows. Yes. Yes, very nice. Very nice. Low polys. And lots of deer. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. Oh, hello. It's a shed. Oh, you didn't? I find nothing useful in the cabin. Story text built into the surroundings. Innovative. Oh. Beer. Yes, here. I remember that I was running for a jog and then took the axe. Why didn't I just walk through the woods for that part?
All alone in the woods.
Yes, all alone, except for the wildlife. Ooh. People are just dying to get in there.
There was a graveyard covered by snow. It reminded me of my uncle. He passed away in a car accident not too long ago. But there was something unusual. I saw an animal's leg sticking out of one of the tombstones.
Aha! The named leg. Oh. Oh, we can interact with these little props. Yes, very nice. I'm loving it.
The woods were beautiful. Everything seemed connected.
We are all connected in the great circle of life. Hello? What's this? Could this be another one of those antlers? Why, yes, I believe it is. Ho ho ho! Master Treasure Hunter. I'm starting to think that those signs don't mean a goddamn thing. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Over the river and through the woods, through the scary snow we go. Running on pathways and dodging deer to grandmother's house we go. Raiding the graveyard and stealing the axe to grandmother's house we go. Wondering why there is so much snow to grandmother's house we go. Hoping to find deer men in the woods. To grandmother's house we go. Okay. Let me guess. The objective is to find all the antlers on the ground. How very original. Treasure hunting in the woods. Oh, here's something I haven't found before. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I saw a cottage. It seemed abandoned.
I saw a
The door was
cottage.
open.
Yes, an open door on a cottage. That might indicate that it is in fact abandoned. That keen observation, my friend. Oh, hello. What's this? What's this?
Inside, it was mostly empty. I saw tilted picture frames hanging on the walls and a dusty cupboard by the door. It was a private place, and it looked like someone had recently visited.
Is this a puzzle? Yeah, close enough for government work. I don't know what is going on with you. You leave early in the mornings and come home late at night. The only time I get to see you is when you're asleep. It's getting hard for me, and I am afraid it's not going to work out between us. I'm sure you know that, and I'm hoping you will do something to make it all good. Signed, Emily. Well, can't take a load off my feet in this game. Let's run across the plains and out through the woods. Oh, a trunk. No, locked. Managed to open it with my axe.
I knew there was something strange happening in these woods. Maybe someone was living here.
We bound and leap like a simple breeze, frolicking, frolicking through the woods. Looking for whatever missing antler there might be in these woods. I probably should have figured out a more systematic approach to this search.
Huh? What is that?
Oh dear.
Oh, shit! Run!
Holy shit. Yeah, I'll say so.
Don't look back! Don't look back!
I'm not planning on it.
I should find a place to hide.
No. Whoa. Whoa. Where does one hide? The shed. The shed! Gotta find the shed! Where's the goddamn shed?
No. Ah! Huh? What is that? Oh, shit! Run!
Ah, charge him! Charge him!
No. Ah!
Okay, that's not gonna work.
Oh, shit! Run!
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do
I should
here.
find a place to hide.
Okay, we're supposed to find a place to hide. I guess we'll fucking run inside. I cannot think of anything else to do. Get the fuck out of my way, you dear. Oh. Stay away. Go away. Stay out, dear man.
I think that thing is gone. I should unlock the door and run back home.
Should we? No, I think we should stay right here. I think you're full of shit. Alright, well, the boxes are empty. I guess that's what we'll do. Run, as fast as you can. Run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm not the deer man.
No.
God damn it! I woke with a migraine, my vision blurry. I was trying to make sense of what had happened. On my right, the fire burned and a kettle hissed. I saw the thing standing in front of me. Well, that thing turned out to be a man, holding a deer mask. He apologized to me and explained he mistook me. for a hunter. I assured him that I was not there to hunt, but I questioned... Alright, we're going to stop that. But I questioned why he would have attacked a hunter. He said he had a reason, and he poured a glass of warm water and handed it to me. He asked me if I wanted to know. Yes, I replied.
He grew up in a poor family, in a small house near these woods. He had a family, a wife and his 4-year-old. He hunted wildlife to bring food back home.
A tale as old as time.
One cold winter's day, he was hunting deep in the woods. They had only enough food left for one more meal.
Ooh.
What is your name? What is your quest?
Dear
It
man,
was almost dark, and he was far from home. He had to be quick.
oh, we're reliving his memory, I think what the gist is.
After hours of searching, he was exhausted and had nearly lost hope.
So what did he do?
And then he found something. He kept a far distance and drew his gun. He couldn't miss this shot. He lined up the sights and pulled the trigger.
Oh, did he? Like this? Like this? Goodbye, Bambi's mom.
The deer fell to the ground. He ran towards it to pick it up. And right then, a baby fawn came out to lie next to its dying mother. He told me it was the worst feeling of his life. He had destroyed another's family to provide for his own. As tears rolled down his cheeks, he closed his eyes tight and remembered how many lives he'd taken. He opened his eyes, and there they were, every life he took, all around him. It was hard for him to comprehend. He couldn't believe his eyes and that he was guilty of what he had done. He threw his gun and ran away. That was the last time he hunted.
Getting some real Miyazaki vibes right here. Oh, and I can't run away. There's so many dead deer. He finished telling his story. As he stood, he reached out to help me up. He thanked me for listening to him. I wanted to know more after hearing his story, but it was time to go. We shook hands. He held onto my grip and confided with me. I hope you don't think I'm stupid for doing this, he said. Oh, running around the woods in a deer mask. Who would have thought that was stupid? Of course not, I replied. Deep down inside, I was so inspired by him. His courage to protect the deer, and his bravery risking his life. It really touched me. All right then. Oh. And right then, we heard a gunshot. Follow me, a hunter is near, he said. Donning his mask, he ran to the sound.
My heart pounded. I was afraid, but something made me follow him.
It would be helpful if I knew which direction the sound came from. That would definitely improve the experience here.
I came across a frozen lake. I wasn't sure if the deer man went the same way, but I saw no other path.
You put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door. This is the most challenging part of the whole game. Uh-oh. I'm guessing it came from this direction. Or not. I'm not sure why I would...
I wasn't sure what happened. I couldn't see much further.
Yeah, you and me both, pal.
And then I saw him lying on the ground. He had been shot.
Dear
I
man!
shouted, "Somebody help!" I shouted again, begging for help. But no one answered.
The police found a piece of paper in the deer man's pocket. It said, "I take full responsibility of whatever happens to me. I hold no one responsible. I demand the hunter is set free, so that, on his next hunt, he thinks twice to take an innocent life from the wild." Police did catch the hunter, and dropped the charges. I could see the hunter was sorry, but, well, the deer man was gone. We buried the deer man in the same woods. That night, I couldn't sleep, and the next day, I returned to the woods to see his grave.
I was there to thank him for inspiring me, showing me how to love the unspoken wild. A baby fawn stayed by his grave, unfazed by my presence.
Well, this is why deer keep getting killed by hunters. Alright, Ancient Spirit, what wisdom do you have? Trapped in this wise tale about averting the killing and taking of life for my own gain?
I knew why the deer weren't afraid of me anymore. I walked among them now. They wouldn't run. I felt welcome in these woods. That's when I decided to take the deer man's mission forward. There has to be a reason to live. And I had just found mine.
It is a glorious thing to be the Antler King.
I was in the same path where I first met the deer man. I remember how he ran towards me, and I did the same. I started to run, faster and faster. I didn't want to stop. The deer ran along with me, on my right and on my left. For the first time in my life, I felt a true love for the wildlife. I am the deer man.
And that, everybody, was Deer Man, an indie game about adventure with a message to respect the lives out there in the wild. I'm not entirely sure that this game is going to convince me to convert to veganism, but there is something there to it. There's a virtue to the story. This game is not the worst game that I have ever bought for 49 cents on Steam. I could make a compelling argument to say that perhaps it ranks somewhere above The Life of Greether. But you know, the great thing about a lot of these bottom barrel games is that they contain little nuggets, little ideas, and they're not always completely developed, they're not always the most aesthetically pleasing efforts, but it is a passion project for someone. And that's why I like games like Deer Man, because they represent an area of creativity that is truly a sandbox, that's truly open to everyone, and that it isn't that difficult to get some semblance of your vision, of your story, of the value that you want to communicate, the art that you want to make, out there to somebody. The evidence is, I just played it. That's all I have, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Enjoy the fireworks. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, and if you're new, please hit subscribe. Maybe share a little bit of our work with some other people, because there's a lot of good stuff out there, not just Deer Man. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.
The sluts are waiting for pleasure and pain. Of course that excites me.
Interesting plot choice.